iRacing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans. The U.S.A. International Speedway for the Outlaw Pro Late Model Series, presented by the Outlaw Dirt Series. My name, Roger Muth, here tonight to bring you all the racing action from, well, what I would call one of the toughest dirt tracks we have here on iRacing. And why do you say that? Well, these straightaways, it's like a BMX whoop style, if you will. These straightaways will be bumpy. They will not handle very well going down the straightaway. One of the longest straightaways we have all season, right into a paperclip turn, basically. You know, it's going to be difficult. I'm very interested to see because I have not been here in a very long time, race fans, and dirt has evolved so much. What are these drivers going to do when they go down to the corners? I've seen races where we hug that inside lane going into turn number one, kind of cutting that grass. I've seen us rip up along the wall, and, well, we shall see. Exit shallow. I've seen it all, but what will we see here tonight is going to be the question. Coming into the night, though, James Dahl is atop the points championship standings. 700 points for that driver. Aiden Lewis, he's been the hot shoe here as of late. 580. So there you see it. A huge gap between James Dahl and Aiden Lewis. And last week's winner, Johnny Tucker, jumping from the 6th championship spot now to the 3rd spot in the championship standings. He is just 45 points behind Aiden Lewis for 2nd. All three of those drivers here tonight at the U.S.A. International Speedway, Raceway, if you will. Well, what do you say? Cars are on the track. That means we got heat racing coming up here tonight. This is how the first heat race and the only heat race tonight here at USA will look like. They will line them up this way. Car number 55 of Aiden Lewis taking the top spot. To the outside of him, car number 44. That is going to be Chris Thibodeau. Thibodeau in car number 44 starting P number 2. Ian Elrod in car number 20 will start. Ian Elrod in car 20 will start P number 3. Justin Henderson in car number 63 will start P number 4 here tonight, outside row or outside of the second row. Inside of the third row, last week's winner, third in the championship standings coming in, it's car number 21 of Johnny Tucker. Said tonight, don't look for him to be towards the front, and we'll see about that one. Jay Henderson and car number 18 will roll from the 6th starting spot. That is shared points championship leader coming in. Car number 90, James Dahl, will roll from 7th. Brendan Carroll, car number 51, who is the 4th overall championship standings driver. He will start 8th. It's going to be Donnie Thibodeau in the 326 starting 9th, and Dustin Burchett in car number 75. Starting shotgun to the field. 10 drivers, 8 laps the distance here tonight for these Pro Late Models. Race fans, we thank you all for joining here tonight to watch some of the best Super Late Model. Pro Late Model, I should say. Pro Late Models. Looking at it. Last time I was here was a Super Late Model race. So, just checking the old fact sheet here tonight. Who do you have out there? Which one of these 10 drivers do you think is going to be able to park in victory lane? A lot of heat in this track here tonight. Sunny Florida. This is not the last time we will head to the Sunshine State here in Florida. July 12th will be the final trip, and that is to Volusia Speedway Park. That is championship night. That is July the 12th. So we're here, and then we head back north to Knoxville. Stay out there for Federated Auto Parts, I-55, Cedar Lake, and come right back here to wrap up the season. Just taking a peek at it. If Johnny Tucker has another great run here tonight, he could really extend that points lead. Top 4 drivers in the championship standings are here tonight. Ready to go, iRacing.com pace truck off the racetrack. Here we go, Aiden Lewis. Look at them all. Jiggle, jaggle, 3 wide racing into turn number 1. 3 wide racing, 1 driver. That was James Dahl. He was, now they're going to go 4 wide, wiggle, wobble, 1 into the wall. That'll be Jay Henderson. We'll see yellow flag is out as the number 75, Dustin Burchett. Also, he's got the right front waving at all the race fans as he comes by. He'll be able to slow it down. Jay Henderson back here in car number 18, the 51 speed entry is rolling away. But that will put us under the first caution flag on lap number 1 here this evening. Let's take a look back and see that 51 speed entry not looking good. They were 4 wide, and let's see how it looks. Just ran out of real estate. It is a tight track. We told you about the whoop sections, and these cars not going to be handling well down the back straightaway or the front straightaway. Riding on board with the number 18 of Jay Henderson. He tried to drive it. He tried to ride it like a cowboy. And unfortunately, the wheels fell off. You saw it right there. The wheel is laying there. So that's what puts us under that first caution flag of the evening. All these drivers do have what is called a quick repair, a backup car, if you will. They're able to go into the infield, stop in their crew's designated pit stop or pit box, and they can jump into a new car. They don't get new wheels. Still the same tire wear on those, but you're able to get a new body, a new chassis, if you will. All lights are out. Here we go. Great start again there by Lewis. One driver going to push up there. That was the number 63 of Justin Henderson. He'll lose 1, 2, possibly 3 spots here on the opening lap through turns 1 and 2. See what turns 3 and 4 looks like for him. Looks pretty good. Lap number 1 going to go to the number 55 of Aiden Lewis. Very dusty here in Florida. Oh, one driver having a problem. That's the 51. Brandon Carroll having some problems. I think he got the inside wall down in turns 1 and 2. We stay green flag racing. Look at the battle there for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Thibodeau, Elrod, Tucker. Johnny Tucker there. You see him in the black and gold, number 21. Told me don't look for him towards the front of the field. He's already picked up one spot, and there's 4 laps remaining here in this heat race. 4 laps to go for Tucker to see if he can get past Elrod. He'll look to the inside through turns 1 and 2. Let's see if he can get the power down the back straightaway. He will not. Elrod powers back around him on the outside. Elrod and car number 20 will now go to the bottom, shut the door on that machine. Now he'll try to go around to the inside. Tucker with a slider through 1 here. He'll go up trying to find a little bit of cushion. Crossover. Look at that. Elrod not just rolling over and giving it to him. It'll be old Popsicle Sticks this time by at the stand. There it is. 2 more laps around. Elrod to the top side. Tucker down low. Another slider. Will Elrod be able to find a little moisture, a little grip strip down through turns 1 and 2? He'll grab a little piece of the outside retaining wall that time out of turn number 2. That's going to bring James Dahl now into the picture frame. Dahl all over Elrod with the white silk into the air. It'll be one final trip around the half-mile speedway here at U.S.A. It is Aiden Lewis out front. So it's Lewis, Thibodeau, Tucker, Elrod, and Dahl is how they look like they're going to come across. There it is. Lewis, Thibodeau, Tucker, Elrod, Dahl, Henderson, Thibodeau, Carroll, Burchett, and Henderson. That's how they come across here for our heat race this evening. So a good heat race here tonight. 1 caution flag in that heat race. 2 drivers getting together. We're going to flip the lights on as you see it. Turn that bright sun down. Flip the lights on here tonight. Get ready to see these stars, these cars go 40 laps here. That was 8 laps. That was just a little bit of a snack, a little bit of a preview here tonight. We're going to give these drivers about a 5-minute warm-up, race fans, and we'll be back here at USA to bring you that 40-lap feature tonight here for the Pro Late Model Series presented by Outlaw Dirt Series.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the USA International Speedway here in Lakeland, Florida. This may be an Amazon hub right now, as they put a warehouse on it. But thanks to the iRacing.com platform, we are going to be able to race this track forever and forever, as long as, well, the file doesn't get corrupted, right? Sometimes we know how this technology thing works. That's why we prefer to race these cars. And all it takes, 4 tires, a steering wheel, a race motor, you know, the easy stuff. That's what we like. But these drivers, it's not going to be easy tonight for 40 laps here at the USA International Speedway. These drivers will run. Will Johnny Tucker be able to defend last week's win, or will it be the driver that has the most wins on the season? Will it be Aiden Lewis going back to victory lane? Johnny Tucker right now, this little warm-up session we have going, he has the fastest time, but Aiden Lewis was able to pick up the heat race victory just a little bit ago here. So we will keep an eye on the field here. As the checker flag is going to be waving, we will get tonight's feature event started here just momentarily. We got to thank all you race fans, though, while we have the time, because without you race fans, we wouldn't be here tonight to call this amazing racing action that we're just about to have. We do hope you are all safe and well from wherever you are tuning in tonight. I do know my friends, my brothers and sisters from, well, western Pennsylvania and central Pennsylvania getting hit very hard here today with weather. Here so far in Berks County, I've been pretty good. Been a little cloudy, but nothing coming from the sky. I'm really excited for this race, though, tonight, race fans, and I can tell you this, because, well, last Wednesday I was supposed to go to the Action Track Raceway here in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, it did rain that show out. We were supposed to get late models on our little bull ring track, and I was absolutely stunned. I wanted to go. I wanted to see that happen. But it didn't, and that's why we're here tonight. We will get this show on the road. There you see Barney the Flagman finally waving that checkered flag. The lights are on, the stars and the cars are about to come out. Who's your favorite race fan? Tell me, right after this starting lineup comes out. This is your starting lineup for the feature event here tonight. Starting on the front row, driver of the Midwest Sim Sport, number 55, that'll be Aiden Lewis. It's the Ragin' Cajun Racing, number 44 of Chris Thibodeau. He'll start to the outside of row number 1. Inside row number 2, last week's winner, driving the Motion Moves, number 21, that'll be Johnny Tucker. And how about the driver of car number 20, that Rocket Racing R1 chassis, Ian Elrod, in car number 20. Back there, row number 3 to the inside, driving car number 90. He's your points championship leader coming into the evening. That'll be car number 90 of James Dahl. It's the 51 Speed Performance entry here tonight. Car number 18, Jay Henderson, will start from the 6th starting spot while starting back into the 7th. It's a purple machine here tonight for the driver of the 326. That'll be Donnie Thibodeau. Thibodeau in the 326 starting 7th. It's car number 75, Dustin Burchett back there. Burchett in car number 75, rolling from the 8th starting spot. Starting 9th in the 51 speed, number 51, the Lunar Esports, number 51, that'll be Brandon Carroll. Carroll in car number 51, starting in the 9th position. Starting in the 10th spot here tonight, that'll be car number 63. There you see the 51 factory speed entry. That'll be Justin Henderson in car number 63. He'll tag the back of the field. That is your starting lineup here tonight at the USA International Raceway. Ready to go racing. 40 laps is on the docket. Race fans, once again, thanks for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network to see some of the best late model racers And take another pace lap here, get some more heat built up in the motor. We know we're in Florida. It's hot. Well, it's not as hot and humid as it is here in Pennsylvania. Phew, I tell you what. One more time over the field here. Everybody is going to make the call here tonight for the feature event. 10 drivers, 40 laps, one winner after those 40 laps. Remember, these drivers do have one backup car in the old garage area, the old pit area, infield, whatever you want to call it, race fans. So if they were to bend it up, twist it up, they get one more shot at it. We like to keep as many drivers as we can on the racetrack because, well, that's what puts on the best show for you race fans that are tuning in out there on YouTube. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, get a notification anytime we go live here with the Outlaw Dirt Series because these pro late models are coming to life right now out of turn number 4. They are coming at you, race fans. Green flag in the air. Great start by Lewis. He'll put the battle for second. Thibodeau able to slide up in front of the number 21 of Tucker. Tucker tucks back in, but he's going to look to the inside this time. He thought he was going to go for it. He thought he could slide up in front of that number 44. Something happened to Aiden Lewis. Lewis will lose the race lead. First lap will actually go to the number 44 of Thibodeau. One driver off the inside, retaining wall there. That's the number 90, James Dahl. Got a little piece of the jersey barrier down to the inside. He'll lose one spot there. That's going to go Henderson in the car number 18. Here comes the other Henderson entry. That's the 63 from the tail to 7th in one lap. That's the number 63, Justin Henderson, trying to work over the 90 of Dahl. Not going to quite be able to do it. Dahl back on the loud pedal now. He is trying to get underneath the number 18 of Jay Henderson. Not able to do anything for 3 and 4. See what he does down here. Here comes Donnie Thibodeau. The RCR, number 26 back here. 326, if you will. And there's going to be the 51, Brendan Carroll. These are the battles that are back outside the top 5. But this just shows you how hard it is back here to race. No love lost, that is for sure. There's the 51 trying to get there, not able to. Dustin just keeping the old right foot pedal down. Little flick of it that time. One driver going to miss it. That's the number 326, Donnie Thibodeau. Thibodeau misses it. Oh, one into the wall. That's the 75. Big impact. Caution flag going to come out here. The number 75, Dustin Burchett. Whoo, boy. He was able to hang on to her, kind of, I guess, if you will, as he's still rolling. One tire off, 2 tire off now. I don't know if that 75 is going to be able to make it back around here. Let's take a look. Watch the 75. He'll get around Donnie Thibodeau right there as he goes through the middle and then, catches the right rear right against the wall. Right on board with Donnie Thibodeau. There wasn't even enough time to lift out of the throttle. Donnie kept it in it, though. He drove it. Drove away with some damage. Take a look one more time. And the wheel goes a-flying. And that's what happened to bring out the first caution flag of the evening here at U.S.A. Chris Thibodeau is the race leader with Johnny Tucker right there, I believe, in second. Aiden Lewis has gone to the tail, I believe. Not quite sure. If we're take a look at that, it looks like he did come to the hot pits area. That is why he's being scored into the 8th position. There is the Lewis entry. You see him going down the back straightaway being scored. Yes, that is correct. I'm being told that is a correct scoring spot for Aiden Lewis. See if he can drive back through the field. Taking a look here. Lights are still on. We are giving Dustin enough time here. He does get his courtesy laps because remember we do have that quick repair tonight for these drivers. So we're going to give him enough time to get back out here. Want to make sure we have a full field of cars on the raceway for you race fans. Race leader. Lights are out this time. Looks like the 75 will be able to tag the back of the field, so we're ready. All 10 cars back out onto the raceway. Thibodeau got to choose the inside in the white 44 to put Tucker and car number 21 to the outside. Elrod to the inside, row number 2 with Jay Henderson, then Justin Henderson, James Dahl, Carroll, Lewis, Thibodeau, Burchett. That is how the field is running. That's how we will come back to green flag racing. There you see the 75 tag at the back. Donnie Thibodeau also having to come to pit road there, or the infield, if you will. Let's see what that Fusion 44 has in the hands of Thibodeau. Great start by the 44. Here comes Johnny, though. Johnny going for the slider. Not going to quite be able to get there. Thibodeau keeps his right foot in it. He'll lead down the back straightaway. 5 laps in the books here. One driver bouncing off the outside wall. That was the number... Missed. That is the 20 of Elrod. Elrod getting used up, I believe. Waiting for that timing and scoring to update. As yes, there we go. Aiden Lewis moving and grooving, shaking to his own beat. He's up to the 4th spot already. So Elrod going in the wrong direction. Lewis trying to come back through. See him working the bottom side of the speedway through 3 and 4. And we talked about it in the pre-race show. We didn't know if these drivers were going to go down, tag a little bit of that grass down there in turns 1 and 2. We just saw Aiden Lewis do it. Let's see what he does down here in 3 and 4. He goes right down to the bottom, then slides it up a little bit. About that middle groove. Watch him again down here in 1. See what he does. A little bit higher that time, but definitely on the lower side of things through the corner. James Dahl back here battling with Elrod. There's the 51. Carroll's there. The best battles seem to be really happening right around that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th position. These drivers really duking it out with 30 laps to go. A little contact there. Dahl throwing a little bit of a hip checker. And that was right at the number 51 of Carroll. James Dahl. Remember, he is the points championship leader, so doesn't want to have a terrible night. Doesn't want those 10th place points. Back out front, take a quick peek at the race leader. There he is, Chris Thibodeau in car number 44. He's got it wound up with Johnny Tucker. Here's the battle for 3rd. Lewis was there momentarily. That 55 made some good work early on the restart, but seems to be kind of just locked in there right now in that 4th position. Maybe waiting to see if the track starts to transition as we get closer to the halfway, which we're just 7 laps away from halfway. There you saw again Lewis really go down low entering turn number 1. More contact back there. Elrod and I believe James Dahl. Dahl running in the 5th spot. Carroll, Elrod, Henderson, Thibodeau. These boys duking it out like they're at the UFC 250 down there in D.C. Saw an amazing flyover right before we came live here. Didn't get to watch any of that live. Looks like the 75 will pull it to the infield here tonight. So Dustin not having a solid car underneath them for his liking at one of the toughest tracks. Elrod and Justin Henderson back there still battling. Donnie Thibodeau right there also. Justin working the bottom side. Elrod's car going the wrong direction here later in this one. Him and Donnie making some contact. Donnie let that 20, though, of Elrod get the car back up underneath him. This time, Elrod going to go to the bottom side. And look at him. He goes way down, hustling low. Donnie says, hey, if you're going to make that kind of mistake, I'm going to come drive right on by you. Just out in front of them, that is Brandon Carroll and James Dahl battling it out. The 51 to the inside, 90 to the outside. Both drivers in the top 4 in the championship standings coming in. So enticing, looks like, for these drivers to go way low and throw a huge, call it a huge bomb, a huge slider. And then they remember the inside wall's down there. They can't throw it in as far as they want. That inside wall really gets in the way. Looks like Elrod having some issues in car number 20. He'll pull it to the infield here tonight. Talked about how that car was looking good early, and then it started to fall off here as we go on. Next time by, we were halfway home in this one. Watching the best battles on the speedway. It's for 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's Jay Henderson, James Dahl, and Brandon Carroll. Here comes the 51. I thought he was going to throw it down to the inside that time on the 90 of Dahl, but he tucks it right back in. Tries to diamond off, go to the low side. No grip for him for the moment. All 3 drivers running nose to tail. Henderson is the driver that was out. He was in 3rd just about 5 laps ago, and that car has started to go south here. Now Henderson back into that clutches of Dahl and Carroll. So Dahl and Carroll both faster than Jay Henderson, but now they got to try and get around. And where do you do it? Maybe a little bit lower that time. Not going to be able to find it. They are trying, that is for sure. Here comes the 51. He'll throw the old bomb. 1, 2 for 1, maybe. Oh, no, can't hold it. 3 wide down the straightaway. Now it's the 90's turn. James Dahl, what does he do? He throws that, not quite a slider. It's going to be the 51 of Carroll with the outside momentum through 1 and 2, and now he'll look to try and get the 18. Here, oh, he caught a little bit of the Jersey Barry. He'll slide up the speedway, almost into the running of the number 90 of James Dahl. He'll have to start all over with 16 laps remaining. You are watching the best battle out onto the speedway. Thibodeau is out by 2.2 seconds over Tucker, and Tucker has about a half a second second place lead, if you will, over Aiden Lewis. There you see that battle just on the top side of the picture frame before it switched over. We're just going to keep it locked right here. Jay Henderson, James Dahl, Brandon Carroll, 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's the best show in town. We saw that 51 be able to make some moves. Let's see what he does this time. That's a great run looking back down to the inside. Here comes the 51. Nothing for Carroll that time. Now he'll look down in 3 and 4. Or sorry, yeah, 3 and 4. Looked up and I saw some grass and I got confused. Inside, he might have 2 for 1 this time. Got a little piece. No, he caught too much of it and bounced the car. He lets Jay Henderson off the hook for the time being with 13 laps to go. James Dahl back to the inside. He'll be able to take that spot back. Brandon Carroll seems like he has a much faster car than Dahl and Henderson. Just has to be able to hit these bumps right and get the power down. Back to the inside once again for Carroll. He's able to hold that bottom side in 3 or 4 a lot better them 1 and 2. Just too many bumps down there. See, this time, is he able to clear the 90? No, because, whoa, James Dahl was rolling momentum. He actually must have got scared. He lifted out of it. Now this time it looks like he's around James, but James, look at it. He's just coming right back. Double high five, by the way, at the flag stand. It'll be 10 more times around the half-mile speedway here in Lakeland, Florida. Lewis also getting around Tucker. That's the battle for second. Let's take a look here. Show these drivers a little bit of love. Oh, Tucker back around, and he caught a little piece of that nose. The old wedge nose up underneath the number 21 of Johnny Tucker from Aiden Lewis. Holds on to it now. Dr. Booth, number 21, trying to run if he can. 8 laps that time when they came by the flag stand. It's just 8 more times around. Tucker trying to really just run this groove higher and higher every time he comes through turns 1 and 2. See a lot of slick there through the middle of 3 and 4. Tucker going so high, I just don't even think there's really much out there just yet, but he's making it work. Looks like Lewis able to get into turns 1 much better than Johnny Tucker, but Tucker, he's doing it. This time, Lewis going to enter about a car length, almost a car length and a half lower. See if he can get any bite out of 3. Not. He's going to have to tuck back in line behind the number 21 of Tucker. 6 to go. Really looks like that 21 car tight on the outside there. Lewis looks like he can maneuver just a little bit better, just can't get there. Very narrow track right now. There you see Lewis going even higher. He'll turn down. There's C5 fingers in the air. It's high. How are you? 5 more to go. Five more to go. Thibodeau has led them all since the drop of the green flag here tonight. Now Aiden Lewis able to take that spot, but can he hold on to it? Johnny Tucker says, listen to my right foot. Come right on by. Tucker didn't quite get into the corner well that time through 1 and 2, and that messed up the number 55 of Aiden Lewis. But I'm looking at it. They are right there. There's the 44. He is having problems late. It'll be 3 to go this time by. 3 laps remaining. It's Thibodeau, Tucker, Lewis. Throw them all under a blanket. Here we go. Put them up on the dash with 3 to go and 3 cars battling for a win. Lewis, the only one going low. Does he have anything as the old popsicle sticks are up? Here comes Tucker. Tucker's going to go for the lead here, then down in 1. He'll throw it. He'll park it on the nose. Crossover by the 44. Thibodeau, contact hard into the outside wall. Goes the 21 of Johnny Tucker. Tucker with 2 laps to go went for the big bomb in turn 1. And look at him. Yard sale parts on the back straightaway for the number 21 of Johnny Tucker. That also is going to hurt the 44 of Thibodeau. Thibodeau going to throw her into pit road. Not happy. Rear end knocked out of that number 44. He'll come in. He'll get that car fixed. But boy, what happened? Let's take a look. There's the 44. Trying to cross over the 21. They just get tangled together and right into the outside wall. Rear end gets knocked out of the Bayou Bullet, number 44. Right on board. This is riding on board with Johnny Tucker, and he took that Bronco from the inside to the outside. And right there, they just get tangled up together hard into the wall. Fortunately, that right front folding under the pressure. Watch it again. Slider, Thibodeau had a great crossover, and then they just got tangled. So unfortunate for both drivers, especially Chris Thibodeau, leading all the laps up to that point. Hate to see that, you really do. That'll hand the race lead over to Aiden Lewis. So it's Lewis, Carroll, Dahl, Jay Henderson, Donnie Thibodeau, Justin Henderson, Johnny Tucker, and Chris Thibodeau. Green flag coming back out this time. Here we go. Two laps remaining, and it is on like Donkey Kong. Who's got what left here tonight? Contact back here. One car going around. We'll see if we can get that car pointed back into the right direction. One driver up into the wall. That's the number 18 of Jay Henderson. White Silk into the air. One final trip around. Donnie Thibodeau up top into the wall. Jay Henderson getting some. Chris Thibodeau making some moves. Got a round 2 for 1 there. It is Aiden Lewis, though, out front looking to score another victory. Final trip through 3. Final trip off of turn 4. And down the front straightaway he comes. Back to victory lane again, Aiden Lewis. It's Lewis, Carroll, Dahl, Tucker, Thibodeau, Henderson, Thibodeau, Henderson, Elrod, and Burchett. Great run by these drivers. There you see the number 55. Picking up the win here tonight, the driver out of Alabama in car number 55. He'll stop on the front straightaway, show you race fans a little bit of love. We'll get to talk to him, see if we can catch up with Brandon Carroll and James Dahl. Right after this, race fans, take a quick break. We'll be right back to USA.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back to the USA International Speedway here tonight, race fans. It is the Dirt Outlaw Series with their pro late models out there on the track and a 40-lap feature that came down to, well, some crazy racing. 2 leaders taking themselves out late in this one, and a driver that had to drop to the back and come all the way back through. What do you say we talk to that race winner here tonight? Let's head trackside and talk to Aiden Lewis. Aiden, a great run for you as you find your way back to victory lane here tonight in Florida. But, man, tell us about it, because you had to work for this one a little bit by coming from the back.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I was not planning on having to go to the back, like, whatsoever. That was, like, the complete opposite of what I wanted. I think I had, like, turn 1 or turn 3 on the first lap. I end up clipping the inside wall and somehow gave me left front wheel damage. So I went ahead and figured out the pit for that, early on instead of waiting all late. But, I mean, that was not in the plans, but I ended up running like a lower air pressure for that because I figured the tires wouldn't come and play with it being a bigger track and high speeds and whatnot. So that helped a lot too.
Well, you were able to come back through the field, and late in this one, you started to run down those race leaders, and then it started to get, well, from my point of view, fun. From your point of view, maybe a little hectic. Walk us through there with 2 laps to go and the race leaders coming together.
Oh, dude, that's what I wanted to happen. You know, I didn't want, you know, I don't know. I wanted that to happen because I already had to use so much tire to get back up there and to catch both of them. So, because you know Chris, he was hauling it. He was way out front, and I couldn't get around Johnny without like killing myself or killing him. So I don't know. I think it was just tires really. My tires starting to come in a little bit towards the end. You know.
Well,
Lower pressure, so.
your tires definitely came in. You were able to pick up the victory here. You're going to close that points championship gap just a little bit. There's still time, right? There's always time in the hourglass as we head to Knoxville, I-55, Cedar Lake, and right back here to Florida, to Volusia, though, to wrap things up. So the sand in the hourglass is starting to run out, but do you have enough time to go up there and catch, well, the points leader?
I think so. Maybe. I mean, Cedar Lake, I'm pretty confident of that track. Knoxville is not, you know, one of my favorites, but we'll definitely be there and try. I-55 not terrible, so, you know, we'll see.
Well, we look forward to seeing what you have coming up here. So what do you say we roll the red carpet out for you, hand you the microphone. Who's on the side of this number 55? That makes it as fast as it is with the minimal scratches you put on it.
Just Midwest Imports, you know, they've done instrumental things to help me and teach me a lot, and you know, CFM setups, and Aces and Eights designs for my wrap, and all y'all for putting this on, and all the you know, Team 51 for racing and being here, you know, with a lower car count, but them still being here and racing was fun. So, yeah.
Lower car count, but still a fun race for these drivers here tonight. Always putting on one heck of a show. Aiden Lewis from the pole to the tail, back to winner's circle here tonight at USA. The driver that will finish one spot behind him. How about it? It's car number 51, Brandon Carroll. Brandon, a great run for you. Didn't look like a winning car, but a second place finish nonetheless here tonight. How did you make it all happen here to finish P number 2?
Well, I completely sucked in qualifying and heat racing, so I had to start in the back. So just kind of was easy at first and was trying to manage some tires, but got to the point where I was like, I'm just going to rip the top out of this place and try to get somewhere.
Well, you had some great battles going on there with Jay Henderson and James Dahl. It seemed like you guys were all locked together. You'd get past James, and then you'd go to try and make the next move on Jay and make a mistake down there and have to start it all over. How many times did you make that pass here tonight?
It had to be 4 or 5 times. I'd get past Dahl and try to get past Jay, and I would just get the bottom, get too early, and just lose all my momentum and basically have to start again pretty much. I was too tight to kind of enter on the bottom like I wanted to.
Seems to be a lot of the issues here with USA getting really tight down to the bottom or hitting that bump going down into turn 1. We saw it so many times here tonight. But late in this one, you find yourself with a restart with just 2 laps to go and an opportunity in a spot you haven't been all night. What were you thinking?
Well, I was hoping I saved a little bit of tire, but kind of after we took off and made a lap, I knew I didn't have any tires left really, just from battling with Jay and James. But I mean, it was a fun battle, and I mean, congrats to Aiden on the win.
So from one big track here at USA to another big track at Knoxville. We're not going to the sprint car capital of the world with sprint cars. We're going to take these beautiful machines here. What do you think you have in store next week?
Hopefully I'll have something. I'll have to get with our team and try to get a good setup built and something that we can be consistent with and run anywhere on the track.
Watch out for that berm next week. But, Brandon, why don't we give you that time here to thank the kind people that help you behind the scenes that nobody knows.
Yeah, I got to thank, by God, 51 Sim Sports. We've got a great team going, some great drivers. I mean, obviously we had a couple in that race, and we were all battling out there for a little bit. Got to thank Justin with Henderson Amusement. He's been there since the beginning, since we've kind of started this whole ordeal, and then obviously 51 Speed Performance and 2V1 for the setups that we have.
There you have it. Tweaking with Carroll here tonight. The number 51 finishing P number 2. He will also pick up the most spots gained here in our feature event. +7 for that 51. That leaves the third place driver here tonight. James, a hectic night for you. You had to hold off Carroll at one point. You had to try and get around the 18 of Henderson, and then late in this one, we just throw a yellow flag and make you all really bring out the knives with the gunfight.
Yeah, man, it was hectic right there at the end. It honestly helped me a lot, Johnny and Chris getting wrecked right there at the end. Helped me out with points. Maybe we'll be in it for the end. I mean, hell, I'm not the fastest guy out here, so Aiden will be out there chasing, but yeah.
Consistency is key, my friend. It's like coconut. I hate coconut, but I can tell you it's consistently terrible to me. You're consistently good at showing up here, getting all the points you can. May not be a victory here for you tonight, but you got to look at the big picture, right? Points racing. It all comes down to just a handful of races left for you. You came in with a huge lead. 700 points to your name, 580 to Aiden Lewis. Lewis tonight will gain a little points on you, but big picture racing, only a handful to go. How do you control the points lead that you have in the final races?
We'll be good. We'll be good at I-55. We'll be good at theater. I don't know about Knoxville. I'm not too great there, but where do we go what's the last week? Volusia? We'll be all right at Volusia, so hopefully we'll get up there, top 5 and see what we can do.
That's what it is. Top 5s, you could pick up the championship. But what do you think your realistic goal going to Knoxville is? I mean, not many, I would say not many people like USA. I haven't found many full fender racers that like going to Knoxville either.
I mean, Knoxville is not a bad track. If you got a good set, it'll be all right. With 51 speed up there, we'll be okay. So I'm not too worried about it.
Well, my friend, what do you say we wrap tonight up here with the who's on the quarter panels that make it look good, race fast, and just keep you out here?
By God, Sim Sports, Justin with Henderson. Pretty much the same guys Brandon said. By God, Sim Shots, Dirt Late Nation Designs, all them guys. B51 with the sets and everything else that's on there.
There it is. He's your points championship leader coming in. He'll be the points championship leader going out when he finishes P number 3 here tonight. That's car number 90 of James Dahl, having himself a good run late. He had to work for that one, though, because he was hounded all night by the number 51 of Brandon Carroll and the number 18 of Jay Henderson. Well, that's going to wrap things up here from USA. Where does that put us, race fans? That puts us 1 week from now at Knoxville, the sprint car capital of the world. They can keep the title for sprint cars, but we're going to bring the big power, the big cars, to the track, and we're going to show them what we can do with these old taxi cabs. What do you say, race fans? It's been a fun one here tonight, as it is Aiden Lewis picking up another victory. But until we see you 1 week from now, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in turn 3.